What's up, everybody? Can y'all hear me? Put it down in the chat. There you go, popcorn in hand, awaiting the premiere. So this is the first time I've used, or actually been using the Restream app. I actually had it all set up on YouTube, and within an hour before this, I freaked out. I'm like, you know what? I want to stream it on Facebook. So let me know if anybody's on Facebook and if it's working. Let me know if you can hear me. I see Stefan over here. I see Roy, Kayak or USA Kayak Fishing Magazine. Let's go. Loud and clear. Thank you, Mark. So how's everybody doing? Everybody snowed in? It's pretty slick here. It's been really bad. We are not used to that here in the South. I know some of y'all are from up north. You might are used to that. We are not. Let me make sure anybody can see on Facebook. It looks like it's live. If anybody's over on Facebook, comment below and see if it's live. It should be. I'm looking at it right now. Hopefully it is. Who knows? But we'll let some more people jump on. Cold and white here. Cold and wet. It's cold and it's white here as well. Oh, that's Joe, Tennessee Yak guy. I see you there. Steven. I'm sorry, Steven. On here, it looks like it's Stefan. I'm also terrible at pronouncing names, so sorry. 20 inches in upstate New York. My gosh, I can't even imagine that. We had probably close to a half inch of ice and maybe a light dusting of snow. But since everybody's already coming on, thank you for joining today. I think around like 3 o'clock was the official 3 years of Jets Fishing Adventure. I cannot believe it's been a heck of a ride. You know, I started off fishing from a young age, and one thing that kind of inspired me was to do this was my grandpa always. I remember watching videos of him out fishing with a big old video camera. We still have it. I need to get it out. It'd be kind of funny to do a video with it. The difference between what we have now and then, but so I was always kind of inspired from Pop doing that, and I've always wanted to do it. And so I should have started a long time ago, but thankfully I started 3 years ago today. So thank y'all for liking, commenting, subscribing. It means the world to me. We're at like 1,307, I think. The goal is March 10th, which is my birthday, to get to 1,500. So y'all share everywhere you can. Tell all your buddies. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't. You're giving a Dodge Charger a 3-year. I wish. I would have to have 2 because one's definitely going to me. Oh, there's the Tennessee Yak girl. What's up? Thanks for joining. But, you know, we're going to wait a little bit. We're going to jump in. My plan, I got this list right here, is to go in and watch my very first video and probably my second or third, because the first 2 are very short, and to be honest, I don't even want to watch them. They're terrible. But we're going to go into that, and then we're going to watch my most viewed video. We're going to do some reactions on that as well. And last, we're going to talk about just the main Q&A. And then the very last, we're going to talk about the future of the channel. And I got a special announcements to make at the very end. So it's going to be fun, I think. Can't wait for that. So let me find my first scene. I think I'm using this for the first time. So bear with me. I'm very sorry. I think it's going kind of smooth right now. Let's go to here. Share. And we're going to go to, it is called Jets Fishing Adventures teaser trailer. It's the very first video I posted today, 3 years ago at like 3:26 p.m. I'm going to share that. Can y'all see that? Comment right quick just to make sure you can see it before I hit play. Very sorry if you can't. Just leave me a thumbs up if you can see it. Or I got you. Or Ethan, you're a complete idiot. Which that's probably what's going to be more. Hopefully you can hear me. Anybody comment? Yes. Okay. There we go. So here we go. It's going to be cringeworthy. I'm sorry. I don't know what this editing. I was probably using the GoPro, to be honest. The editing app on it. Oh, it's terrible. We're getting in that rhythm. Oh, there we go. We got one. Quick pause. I think this is the first fish of 2023 as well, so that's even better. Filming it. I've always said one funny thing about fishing or about filming your fishing. If you think you're good at fishing, go and film it because you're not going to catch a single thing. This was at Percy Priest, by the way. I need this more music. If you can't tell, that's my old faithful red net. I miss that net. It was such a good one. That editing, I guess glitchiness was the thing in 2023. We knew. There we go, smallmouth. I think that was my very first fish of 2023. Another thing, just look at how bright my kayak was. You don't realize how faded they get after a while. That was definitely very bright. You can't hear a word I say because it's all music. Here goes the glitchiness again. There you go. I'm talking to the camera. If you notice, I'm talking to the camera and I got music overlaying. What a doofus. Collision. You know, watching back, it's kind of funny seeing how close he was to me. And he didn't hit me, by the way, but that was my good buddy Sean Staples. That was some fun times. We used to go out every Sunday and out Percy Priest in the wintertime. We'd catch them like crazy on these little flat-sided square bills and shad wraps. We always had a saying, if you're not cranking, you're not catching. It's a trailer. This is good. Oh, no. Oh. There you go. So that was my very first video. And I edited, I'm pretty sure I edited on the GoPro app. That's why it had all this little glitchiness. Looking back, it's completely not the right way to edit, in my opinion anyway. It might be cool for like a little B-roll or a trailer, which I think that's what reason why I labeled it as a trailer. But it's definitely not a good one. You know, all my videos now, they're not really that much editing involved. There's a lot of cutting and splicing stuff, but I think I've come a long way in editing, or at least talking in the camera and stuff. And those first few videos, it can get a little rough. I know Tennessee Yak Girl here. If you've not followed her, she's got an awesome YouTube channel. She's killing it. She just started, was it last month or 2 months ago, something like that? She's absolutely killing it. She's probably going to be passing me in subscribers by the end of this month, if I had to guess, next month. Um, so if you don't know her, go ahead and go give her a follow. She's an awesome lady, Holly. Thanks for joining us. But that first video, it's kind of rough. Yeah, we all start somewhere. We definitely do that. You know, that was probably like the second or third video I ever edited. I actually have a few videos that has never seen the light of day and will not see the light of day. I don't even know if I still have the footage that I thrown away because it's so terrible. That is true. Watch the first season of any show. It is rough. You know, I actually take a lot of inspiration. One of the persons that got me into filming was Christine Fisher. I'm pretty good friends with her, and I've talked to her about editing and stuff, and she always told me, don't worry about the very first video because it's all going to be crap. Just improve every video, and eventually you'll get to where you want to be. I'm still nowhere near where I want to be, but I feel like I've improved every few episodes. So hopefully we can improve that. I need to, you know, during the summer, it's so hot here in Tennessee. I can't use my little mics that I have because it overheats the GoPro just quickly. It probably overheats them in like less than 30 minutes. So hopefully I'll be able to either upgrade some way to do the mic. I got to figure out how to do it in hot weather. But during the winter and the spring, my audio will be a lot better as well. Hopefully anyway. That's what most Tennessee Yak guy says. That's what most first videos look like. Yes, sir, you are right. Tennessee Yak Girl, never heard of her. You know, I haven't either. I just thought I'd throw that out there. But so if you have any questions on the very first video, comment below. If not, we're going to move on to around the same about the second video. I have a little playlist on YouTube right now that I created today actually with the very first 3 videos I uploaded and then the most viewed. So we're going to go to the second video uploaded, which is not much better, but it does have talking in it. So at least you'll be able to hear my ugly voice and you can cringe with me as well. Time for some DJI cameras. I do want to get some. I've been looking at them. They're so expensive though. I just gotta put my head down, make some money, and get some. I need to upgrade. To be honest, my whole setup is very simple. If you don't know what I use a GoPro 9 with a RAM mount and a Dakota Lithium 10 amp hour box, and then I film with my phone as well. That's all I do. I do all my editing on my spare phone. Which I think I do really well for the low cost of what all I have. I got the GoPro 9 from Sam's Club because Christine Fisher recommended the 9 instead of the 10 at the time. The 10 was having a ton of issues. So it's kind of, but it's kind of, I've been kind of trying to upgrade some stuff as well. Tennessee Yak Girl, I think I'm delayed, but I'm back here somewhere. And then Roy, we're going to have to change that. You're definitely going to have to change that. And don't worry now, you're going to be big coming up. But let's move to my video number 2, my second video. Let me figure out. Go back to here. Bear with me here. Oh, okay. This title is This Lake Sucks or Am I a Terrible Fisherman? Pre-fishing Guntersville for the Battle of the Brands. Now at this time, if you don't know, I have not figured out how to name videos. And I still don't know really a lot. I have actually used ChatGPT and some of the AI here lately to kind of give me some recommendations. I still try to make my own, but this time of day and age, using technology we have is one of the biggest things. So I've been kind of using ChatGPT lately for video names, and it's been doing pretty well. But let's go to this video. Oh, I didn't realize you can spot my old trailer. That was the old black trailer I loved. I absolutely love that trailer, and I still love the one I have now as well. A little kayak walkthrough in the parking lot of the boat ramp. And there's my buddy Grub.
What's up, guys? This is Ethan. We're out here on the big G today. The beautiful G. Trying to pre-fish for this upcoming Bill Lewis tournament, and we haven't had any luck. So hopefully we'll find some fish here soon, and we'll get back to you.
So if you haven't noticed, your screen's not messing up. All of it is in horizontal. At this time in point of age, I did not realize the difference between horizontal and landscape. I did the whole video, and you could barely see a thing. And if you also notice, right here, the video is only 2 minutes and 39 seconds. You'll see why here in a few minutes, or here in about 30 seconds probably. But I've learned a ton. This is really my very first video I ever really went through at the very beginning phase, the intro, the guts of the video, and then the outro. So this is kind of my very first full-length video in my opinion, and it shows. Everybody loves some wave action. And here we go with this stupid music. Now, who all else loves fishing boat dogs? I cannot. I just absolutely love it. Yes, that is true.
A little midday move to another ramp. We didn't catch anything at the first spot, so hopefully we can catch something, figure out something at this spot. If not, I don't know what we're going to do for the tournament. Sadly, my GoPro died. My battery died, so this is what you get. Sorry, I'm a newbie, so I got to learn how to charge batteries.
And learn how to put the camera in the face.
We'll get out here and see if we can catch a few, and I'll take some videos on my phone. Well, we're not catching any fish, but we sure are towing.
I forgot all about that. That torque, or the Newport 180, it towed me and Brandon Grubbs all through that boat ramp. We probably went 9 miles, and that was on full charge, or on full 100% power, and that motor did amazing. We went about 4 miles per hour. Awesome motor if you have not used one. Rip GoPro, yeah. The first few videos, if you actually go back and watch them, I had a lot of power issues. My GoPro batteries are terrible. I don't care what anybody says. The newer ones might be better, but those 9s and 10, they're absolutely terrible in my opinion. But thankfully, my good buddy Tim, he ended up donating or giving me a Dakota Lithium power box. So that's how I got that. He actually has a channel, Girl Dad Fishing, so go and give him a shout out. But he gave me one, the box, and I've not had any issues since then. So thank you very much, Tim, if you're watching. Where was the strap when you went out? So I have that little fancy kayak strap on my trailer. I'll do a video here soon about that. Um, but I did have it. It was all behind me and not be able to get it all wrapped up in the motor. So I'll do a video about that here soon. So here's one more question before this video kind of ends. Do y'all think I should add the teeth back to my Hobie? I love that look, definitely with the eyes glowing. It was probably my favorite. I took it off when I got the new hole, and I never did put it back on. So I'm thinking I might should do that again. I like that look, but let me know if you think I should do it again.
What's up, everybody? Well, day one of pre-fishing sucked. So we'll be back out here another time and another place. See ya.
Whoa. Whew, that was tough. That was rough, guys. I'm sorry that you had to watch that. Not exactly what you want. I mean, I don't think it's a terrible first video, first full length video, but it's definitely, I've gone a long way since then. If you I think I have anyway. Y'all might not. I don't know, but it's been a long road. I've learned a ton, so hopefully y'all are sticking around and watching my videos still. So let's do one more early video, and then we'll switch to the most viewed video. We've been on for about 23 minutes, so let's go ahead and go and do that. I'm always hard on myself. I want to do the best anybody has. Oh, I don't watch out. Here we go. This is the tournament that we were pre-fishing for. And I just realized y'all are not seeing that. There we go. Sorry about that. Here we go. All right, now, once again, a little intro. Now, if you notice this time, though, I'm filming the right horizontally, or whatever landscape is horizontal. Yeah, I'll have to remember that. Thank you. But this was the Battle of the Brands, a really cool tournament down in Guntersville in the early season. I think they still have it. I think it's going to be in like late February. As you know, I'm a goofball. I'm going to have to start dancing.
What's up, everybody? Jets Fishing Adventures. We are tournament day. We're at the boat ramp fixing to launch. Let's see if we can catch 5 fish. Good fish. People have been on them. I haven't been on them, as you can tell in the last video. So let's try and get on them.
If you don't notice, you kind of see these waves. It was ripping that day. It was a little rough launching. Going in the wind. It was probably 32 degrees. It was cold, very cold that day. We'll go ahead and fast forward too, because we ain't doing nothing. Doing a board y'all. The old crappie fishermen of Gunnersville. You can't find a single bridge without somebody sitting on it. You gotta add that easy depending. We'll fast forward a bit. You know it's got to be cold if you see me wearing gloves. That's about it.
Finally caught one, so that's good. It was 13 and a quarter. I forgot to show y'all.
So one thing that I do on my GoPro to save a lot of editing time is I have it on looping mode. And so what looping mode is it records 1 minute segments for 5 minutes. I have it set on 5 minutes. You can have it set on 5, 10, 20, and not sure what else. I've never gone that far. But so it gives you 5 1 minute clips. And if you're going along fishing and you say GoPro stop recording, you'll beep twice, and then you can say GoPro start recording to get it to record again. Well, once I catch a fish, usually what I do is I always say GoPro stop recording so it can catch that fish catch. And at this time, and I still do it even to this day, and I think everybody does it that records. Sometimes you forget to say GoPro start recording. You go and measure all your fish, throw them back, and then you start fishing, and then you think, oh, well, let me or you either hear the GoPro cut off because it has over a certain amount of time, it will cut off after inactivity, or you do something funny or you catch a fish, you say GoPro start recording, and it does beep, and you know, crap, I just missed that fish catch. So it kind of that's something you got to learn when you're fishing. I'm trying to film. If not, you will miss a lot of catches. I know a lot of people that I've talked to that's asked how I do it. They'll send me a message about a week after they've gone to that looping. Man, I've just missed a bunch of catches. I'm like, well, either you're gonna film all day and have an 8 to 12 hour long video you got to cut through, or you can go and have those little 1 minute clips, and that's a lot easier for me. You can go and do a lot more editing very quickly instead of having to go through 8 hours of footage and try to find that one little catch. What's up, John? Thanks for joining us. Let's go. I'll get the hang of this eventually, guys. I'm sorry. Here we go.
Well, catch a couple more and get a limit.
You know, I just realized I think I'm still wearing that same hat. It's kind of funny going back and watching this because I don't really remember what happens either. I usually don't go back and watch my old videos unless I'm fishing a tournament. Oh, looks like a good one. There we go. Now I know a lot of y'all know a lot of Gunnersville, so comment if you know where I'm at. Some of y'all are like detectives when it comes to boat docks. Royalty-free music for the win. Here we go. I'll keep that in mind next time. Do you use a Restream a lot?
What's up, everybody? Well, fishing is
One thing I have noticed is I'll do a lot of more updates in my videos now throughout the day instead of, which I did pretty decent back then as well. One thing I had to learn a lot starting out is a mixture between focusing on tournament fishing and trying to make good content for y'all to make it kind of interesting. Sometimes I get so focused in the fishing, I have to stop and do updates, and I'm still not the best at it even till now. But you do have to stop sometimes when you're laser focused trying to find that bite, to remember to update y'all, because you're here for enjoyment, sitting there watching me catch fish, hearing me talking. You don't want to sit there and watch me cast all day and just listen to the waves, unless you want to go to sleep. I can do a video for y'all to fall asleep to. Let me know.
very tough. I've gotten 2 fish. One didn't keep. It was 11 3/4, and the other one was 13 1/4. So at least I'm not skunked in the tournament. I think first place is 89 and something. So I got a lot of ground to make up if I even have a chance to win or get a check. Well, sun's coming out, so hopefully my first spot that I went to will start warming up them rocks and be able to catch some. So we'll go to I'm going back to the spot that I caught them fish, and then we're gonna go from there.
Yes, it is, John. Yes, it is. Here's my buddy Christy Cooper fussing on the phone about me snoring.
Hold on, I got one. Get in there. Ooh. Small one, but it is
If you look back there real close, I just spotted something.
small one, but
I don't know if you can tell. Look right there. That net had that same hole in it that I lost a couple of fish even last year. So this has been 3 years ago, guys, and it still had a hole in it.
But it is 13 1/4.
I think this was before I said let's go all the time.
Well, that's going to be the end of this tournament. I was able to I caught 3 fish and only 2 kept. I don't know how many inches, but I'll post in the next scene where I placed and what I had.
It's not very good.
As of right now, my good buddy Steve is in first, so hopefully nobody's sandbagging and takes over his lead. So thanks.
Now, before we go on, do anybody in here sandbag? Tell me why. I cannot stand sandbaggers, but if you do, just comment below. I'd like to know why.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thank you.
There we go. Finished 25th, probably out of 26. That's probably how that went. But that video that was kind of the very first full-length tournament video. So that was kind of cool to see, go back. I did not realize my net had a hole in it even 3 years ago. So that probably was not. I probably should have got a new net a lot longer than just a few months ago, a lot sooner. I mean, but I love. It's kind of funny going back and watching this video, seeing the tournaments. Guntersville can be really good, but it can be also really bad. I have a love-hate relate. I don't really have a hate relationship. I have a love relationship, but during the winter time, it can get really rough. But I hope y'all enjoyed that. That was pretty fun to go back and look. I don't sandbag. I just don't catch fish. I feel you on that one. I do. Nate, my buddy Nate, which he was in a video and about lost my $15 chatterbait. Go and watch that. It's called Percy Pre Shenanigan. But he says I would have to catch something to sandbag. See, Mark, that's what I say. I don't, in case there is an issue with a picture, I want to know right away. That's exactly one reason why I do it. I always post right then. And second, I know you have the live well in the app, but what happens if you drop your phone in the water? And a lot of times, everybody has so many passwords nowadays. Who remembers every password? So I'm always scared I won't be able to submit my fish. And I kind of like, a lot of y'all guys are sitting at home. They can't get out. You're watching the leaderboards. So it's fun to see your favorite angler, the people you're rooting, are up on the leaderboard. But it just takes the fun away if at the very end, that last hour, 30 minutes, whatever they cut the leaderboard off, it all changes. It just it sucks for the people that's not there. You want to build suspense with everybody running around, and then when the leaderboard goes off, you go and wait for the live stream of the weigh-in, and if it's completely different, it's not fun for the people at home, in my opinion, anyway. John Wilson, I can't stand a sandbagger. I'll think I'm in the lead, then right before the awards, I suddenly end up in the middle of the pack. That's exactly true. I've led many tournaments from the very beginning all the way to the end, and I'll come in like third or fifth or 10th even sometime, depending on how much they're really catching them. But I think I answered everybody. I missed Tennessee Ant Girl. Editing takes me absolutely forever. It has been quite a learning curve. It is. I use LumaFusion on my phone. You can go on YouTube and find anything you want nowadays. But it did take a while at the beginning. Once, it's my 3rd year anniversary, and I've actually learned how to edit quite often, or pretty quickly now. It's just a repetitive thing. It's just at the beginning you learn, and then eventually you get a lot quicker and a lot better. Let's see. Stephen fished the KBF National Championship there in November. Let's just say that my Illinois tactics didn't transfer well to Guntersville. Guntersville has a ton of grass. I don't know how your lakes are in Illinois, but you can find some rock, some stuff that's not in the grass out at Guntersville, but for the most part, it is definitely in November. November is my favorite time to fish. Early November and October is my favorite time to fish out there. The frog bite's amazing. If we have a little bit warmer temps, if November and it comes and it starts getting real cold, it get a little rough, but it is some really fun fishing. So we're already in our 40-minute range. We're going to go to my most viewed video. We'll watch it, just a little bit of it, because it's actually, we're going to watch my second most viewed, because it is my most viewed video. Is not very interesting to watch for fun. It's more of a informational. It's my ultimate kayak fishing setup. We can watch it if you want after we watch my second most. But my second most is kind of more, it's not really fun to watch, but it's my early spring bass fishing on Lake Chickamauga. I can't remember this. I think it was during a Tennessee Bass Nation Tennessee Bass Nation event. So we'll go and watch it right quick. We'll kind of speed through it because I don't think there's a lot of fish catches. It's kind of funny that a lot of people watched it. I think it has over close to 3,000, 4,000 views. And I think a lot of people watch it to find where I'm at fishing and get some information. But hey, that's part of YouTube fishing. John put on here, that happened to me last summer. I couldn't get into Tourney X, so I had to send my photos to the TD for him to submit for me. Dwayne called me during the tournament to help me out, but I figured it out. Dwayne's a really cool guy. He will help anybody that he can. I guess I've never had that issue, so hopefully I won't. But you never know. Out on the water can make it can be very different. So let's just jump right in. What's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Jet's Fishing Adventure. So quickly, if you notice at the very beginning of that video, something I kind of started doing, I'm not sure when this video was uploaded, but something that I started doing back then was actually putting a little bit like an exciting clip at the very beginning. I found that really helped with the audience retention span throughout the whole video. Definitely if that catch is at the very ending, because people are watching that excitement and they're like, oh, well, I can't wait to that. So they wait. And so that's one thing I kind of started doing somewhere between now and then. I have no idea exactly when it was, but it's just a little trick if you're watching that you have a YouTube channel that you can do. It helps a lot. Out here on the famous Chickamauga Lake in Chattanooga, Tennessee, kind of. We're fishing the event number 3 of the Tennessee Bass Nation. And we're actually halfway through the day, but I forgot I did not have a chance to do an intro, partly because there was 20 kayakers all putting in at the same time, so I didn't have time to do it. But that's one thing, and I still don't like doing an intro with everybody around. I feel like a complete idiot with the phone. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ethan Jet here. It's just something I gotta get away from. I would love to film an episode like at a tackle show or something, but it's so embarrassing having that phone right in your face and then walking around. I know I shouldn't be, but it does take a lot of confidence to get around that. We're out here. Hopefully we can get a good limit. And stop one more time. That video was posted March 12th of 2024. So a little over 2 years now, almost. Thanks for watching. Let's see what happens. That's also something I have to get better at, is when it's raining or cold, the lens getting fogged over will get you every time. There I am playing with an Alabama rig, which you won't see me fish very much. Here you go, I skip a little bit. If you're familiar with Chickamauga, I guarantee you know where I'm at. Very popular spot. There we go. Listen to that drag. Yes, baby. 15 in the cord. Let's go. First fish. And there's the very first let's go in the video. That's a good one. I actually caught more fish in this video than I thought I did. Don't jump. That's a good one, folks. It was a good one.
Dang it.
Oh, a little profanity there. I'm sorry. But that's one thing in fishing that if you're going to do a lot of tournaments, you've got to get used to is losing fish, or really if you're doing any kind of fishing. But in a tournament, particularly, it really gets in your head when you lose fish. So I've always been a big G-Man supporter, and he always talks about positive mental attitude. Fast forward a little bit. This video is a little long. It's 18 minutes, so we're not going to spend. Oh, here we go.
It's a big old crappie.
We're having fish tacos tonight. I remember catching this thing too. It was like
13 and a half inches.
you know,
This has sand. This should be spawning right here.
one thing I did not realize either
That's really looking at me.
was how much you talk to yourself. A little concerning. Tennessee At Girl, I need some of that positive positive mental attitude.
Come on, stay pinned. Stay pinned. It's a good fish. Stay pinned.
I want to divert your eyes to the chat. I think we have a husband and wife argument guy going on here. I need some positive mental attitude, Tennessee At Girl. And then Tennessee At Guy, you have plenty mental attitude. So we will leave that there.
Ooh.
My buddy Nathan, once I turn negative, might as well take it to the house.
Let's go.
Now I've seen him take it to the house several times. Go.
I'll find it.
If you notice, the old Shad Rap is really playing a key in this video.
Come on, stay pinned. Stay pinned. Stay. There we go. This is gonna be a fun one, Ken. That's a 15 and a half, maybe a 15 and a quarter, depending on what they get me. So, let's go.
Let's just divert our eyes back to the chat. We got a development going. Tennessee At Girl, I can be a bit of a mental case if I'm not catching. And he is. I get mean. I love it. Was it this video was probably one of my better videos, I do have to say. We'll fast forward. I think I caught one more towards the end. What is that? Sorry for the loud noise. You know, I've noticed with filming, you never know. There, even like every time you catch a fish, there's going to be something in the background that just makes it terrible. And if you look outside, this is March. It's cold. It was kind of raining. And for some unknown reason, these people are outside blowing leaves. This is March, people. It should be the green. Everything's getting green. Why are you blowing leaves? You had all fall to do that. And of course, caught one right then. Now we have a question here. Tennessee Yak Guy, do you always throw the Shad Rap on spinning reel, on spinning gear? Yes, for the most part. I probably 90% always do. The only reason why I don't is if it's a bigger Shad Rap, like the newer, what did it say, the Shad number 12, I think, is the bigger one now. I will throw that on a light bait caster, but usually I actually have a rod, or I did, I broke it. It's a 7'6", medium heavy, or it's a medium fast. That's what it is. I love that rod. It had a real long, I could cast a Shad Rap so far. I loved it. You could really get some distance with it. And I'm definitely going to have Little Miami build me one here soon.
That's a limit.
I just love the pure adrenaline of catching your limit. It's like nothing else. Rory from USA Kayak Fishing Magazine, you can actually edit it out with Adobe. I did not realize that. I don't have Adobe, but I might have to look into getting that.
Oh, you can't hear me at all. That's a limit.
I missed John. John said, when I miss a good one, I act like it didn't just happen and keep fishing. But it really hits me on the way home. I hear that.
14 inches. Not my biggest, but that's a limit. Let's go.
Let's go. And I think this is we'll end it up here. As I can remember, I think I kept one. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Load. Boom. Jig fish. You gotta love that hook set.
He ain't a big one, but he's long. Look there, bad boy jig.
He ain't a big one, but he long. That's all you want.
14 and a quarter.
Not sure if that helped me or not. I'm pretty sure that was the last fish of the day. And we'll go to
230, and thankfully we got a limit. It's not a big limit, 77 and a half inches. It ain't gonna win nothing, but I can finish in the top 10%.
Oh, here we go.
I do.
Fast forward.
Come along, we're gonna go to check-in. I'll film some there, and then I'll close the video out. Well, we just pulled into the house, and they found
Just a little funny bit. If I say we just pulled in the house a lot of time, it's most likely about 3 or 4 days after the actual pulling into the house. So it's always funny in the magic of editing. It looks like it's the same day.
Finally cut the standings back on. I ended up with 77 and a half inches, and that was good enough for 13th out of, I think it was 89 people. Not the best finish I've had, but it's not the worst. At least I had a limit. So I was going to show you some of the check-in, but it ended up being like an hour and a half long.
Yeah. So we'll end it right there. Another reason I don't like filming with everybody around me. So that is my most viewed video. So we're going into the 50-minute, almost an hour. So we'll go ahead and do the main Q&A. So if you have any questions, I've already answered a few, but ask away right now. We'll do about 5 minutes, and then we'll talk about the future. And I got something special to release today. Hopefully y'all will like it and support the channel, but go ahead and ask away any questions you have. It's been an honor to be making videos for the past 3 years. Hopefully we have a lot more years to come. Rory just asked when's the card drawing? Asking for a friend. I don't have a car, an actual Dodge Charger, but I do have a charger I could probably give away a phone charger. That's the same thing, right? It's a charger. Sadly, if I was giving away a car, it'd probably be a little Hot Wheels. That's about all I could afford to give away. But if nobody has any questions, we'll go ahead and move to the very ending. If you do have any questions, comment away. I've noticed there's not been anybody on Facebook, so I don't know if it's working on Facebook. I know I was looking at it a little while ago, but hopefully it's been working on Facebook. But YouTube was the main thing I wanted to celebrate with y'all. Thank you for hanging out. It's been fun. A little future tease. Oh, here we go. Have you ever had to self-rescue? By Stephen. Thankfully, knock on wood, knock on your head, I have not. I have actually dunked the kayak, like not really dunked the kayak, jumped out of it to try to get back in it. I do highly suggest anybody getting into kayak fishing to do that. It's a lot easier to learn how to get back in the kayak when you're just playing around than it is in an emergency situation. Time is everything when you're in that situation. Definitely if it's cold. If it's cold, you better get back in that kayak and get to the bank to get up on the shore to get warm. I know it's a little weird, but the best thing that I've heard is to take off all your clothes, start a fire, and dry out very quickly. So I've never had to self-rescue. I hope I never have to, knock on wood. I hope any of y'all never have to either. But when it gets warm, the water temps up, I would definitely recommend getting somewhere with and have a buddy with you. Getting somewhere and actually jump off your kayak and try to get back on it. I would take everything off of it before you did that, just so you don't have the chance of losing anything. But try to get back up, and it really can teach you some things. It can teach you, can I even do it? So it is very important to kind of do that. John has asked, have you ever fished for shoal bass? And he also asked, do you fish rivers much? I used to only fish rivers growing up pretty much in the kayak. That's actually how I first started kayak fishing, like most of us probably have. I haven't really fished that many rivers lately because the tournament schedule is so lengthy now, and there's so many that you really don't have the time to go and play anymore. You much rather take that chance or that time to go and pre-fish and then be ready for the tournament. I am going to try to do some river content. I did film a tournament video last year on the river. We fished, me and my buddy Tim with Girl Dad Fishing. We fished all day in the tournament and didn't catch a single keeper. We probably caught 5 fish and not a single. Oh, I caught 1 keeper. So I didn't end up posting that video. I had it saved for a while and ended up deleting it because it was just terrible. What is your favorite all-around bait to throw anywhere you go? That's probably the chatterbait. Chatterbait can work anywhere, in my opinion. You can go around covered docks, fish it around grass. If it's cold, you can fish it real slow with a trailer that doesn't have a lot of action. If it's real warm, you can fish it faster. You can do all kinds of things. You can even kind of yo-yo it. That's how you can catch a lot of fish this time of year. So a chatterbait is probably my number one go-to anywhere in the country to fish. Do you plan, Rory with the big question, do you plan to update your kayak? New Hobie? I do want to upgrade kayaks this year. I'm not really decided what I'm going to get, to be honest. I've always been a huge Hobie fan, but I'm not really against using another brand. So that's kind of a tease for later on, maybe. There's some really cool looking kayaks on the market right now, and with Hobie getting bought out by Bass Pro, I'm not sure all the things that may be going on with them. So it's going to be interesting here soon. I got a few things to talk about in the future with a few folks, and we'll figure out something really quick. I know the season's coming up on us very fast, so I better get on it quick, and that'll be a future thing to look out for. John says we have a river brawl and a team river brawl in a GKBA. Is that Georgia Kayak Bass Association, or what is that? We had a river tournament last year with KBF 10, but that's the one we did terrible. Me and Tim didn't even catch a keeper. I caught one 15-incher. John also asked favorite chatterbait trailer, and that's an easy one. That is the Torn Outdoors Stone Roller 4.4. They have the 5.4 as well. That's a good one if you want a little bit bigger profile. They also have a 6-inch version if you're wanting to run. One of my biggest things, and I don't really like talking about it very much, is taking the skirt off the chatterbait and running just a trailer. It's something the fish don't see a lot, and that's can be killer definitely on pressured waterway. But we're already past an hour. It's an hour and 2 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and do the talk about the future. We got a lot of tournaments coming up, so be on the lookout with that. I would like to fish the Bassmaster, their series. I'm going to miss Kissimmee, sadly, but hopefully if I can get the money together, I will fish some of the Bassmaster stuff. Future podcast. So we're actually, here we go. Georgia Kayak Bass Anglers. Okay. Georgia Kayak Fishing League. All right, John. But me and my buddy, Mr. Fishing Ohio, he's been talking to me about doing some videos. And I was like, I don't really want to do like a joint video. I'm not sure how that works. But we have decided that we will do a podcast probably once every month. I don't want to do one every week or every other week because that's a lot on us. He up there in Ohio is getting he can't fish in the winter, so he wants to find something that he can help his channel. And a podcast is great for any channel. It kind of gets people interacting. So we're going to start doing a podcast. Look out for information on that either next week or the week after. So that's one thing to look out for in the future. And new sponsorships. I'm working on a few that will surprise some people, I think. But it's going to be for the best for the channel. Oh snap! I'm invited. Yes, you are. We're definitely going to get you on there, Roy. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be about. I want to do some mixture of informative podcasts and probably just hanging out, having fun with friends. I'm not sure all the details. We're just going to have to talk. It's kind of cool. We'll have the southern with me, the southern region, and then him, the northern. So we can do some really cool tackle videos per region, I think. So I think it's going to be a really cool podcast. Not sure on the name yet. We'll probably try to do something really, really cool. But sponsorship, so we have a bunch of that going on. And lastly, while we all are here, I have something really cool to introduce to y'all. This is going to help the channel out a ton if you want to purchase one. But here we go. We're officially doing a pre-order for some merch. And here we go. Boom. There it is. There's the shirt that I designed with the help of my aunt. She runs works at a drugstore that also does shirts and stuff. If you're looking, it's the same design of what we got at Christmas that she made us, but it's a little bit different. The shirt she made us at Christmas was amazing, and I love the design. But if you look at it, there's really nothing telling you that it's a YouTube channel. So I told her, can we add Jets Fishing on the front? Let me go maximize. I think y'all can tell it might be a little bit small from this, but you can tell with the YouTube logo and Jets Fishing Adventures. We don't see it. I don't know. Can you see it now? Oh no. Oh, hold on one minute. Can you see me? Can you see that? There is nothing. Okay. Well, wait one moment. I'll go back to this screen. It was working good for me just a little while ago. Nope, blue screen. Well, that's weird. How about that? Can you see it now? Looks like it's about to rain. What? Well, heck. Can you see that? You can see me. Well, daggone, I had a great idea of showing a big release, and it absolutely fell right through. Let's see, don't hold me. Let me see, I might got it. Come on, work now. How about that one? Can you see it now? Probably not, but we're gonna try. No. Dadgummit. Let's go. Well, you know what, guys? We're going to do it the old-fashioned way. Right there on the phone. All right, here we go. There we go. There's the front. And then there's the back. Not exactly the way I wanted to show y'all. I'm very sorry. Open it in a new window and share screen. Well, let me I'll do that right quick. Bear with me, I'm very sorry. Technical issues is the best, ain't it, guys? I never have this issue. All right, hold on 1 minute. We're going to do. Here we go. Can you see that now? I hope you can. Now all we see is the storm coming in. I think you can see that now, can y'all? I hope. I'm sharing. Now all we see is the storm coming in. Yay. So you can see it now. Please let me know. Yes, sir. Whew. Very sorry about that. Not what I wanted to do, but there it is. There's the shirt. The greatest way to announce it. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing a little pre-order of that starting next week sometime. My plan is to have it $25 and then plus shipping. Trying to keep it low for y'all. You know, my name's not very big, so you don't want to spend a lot of money on a shirt. But any bit of that money that we make goes directly into making Jets Fishing Adventures better. So hopefully y'all can support me if you like. It's not necessary though. So That's just something that I thought would be kind of cool to. Yes, we can. You can, as far as I know of, Rory, you can order any size. Um, it might be a little bit more expensive, but I'll check with my aunt. Um, I might not make it more expensive for you. I might just eat that price since you're nice enough to order. So I'll be doing a pre-order, like a form later on this week. I've had this done for a little while, but I thought, hey, let's do the 3-year anniversary. Let's do it. Let's release it then. Hopefully there'll be a lot of people online. And sorry that it was such a headache to show y'all. I ended up having to send it to my dad on Messenger, and that's what we're looking at right here. So sorry about that, but hopefully y'all enjoyed the design. If you do, if it's a big hit, we might do some different designs later on. But for now, that's it's going to be the first design, so you can be kind of the first people to have it. So hopefully you like it. Comment below if you like it. If not, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, let's go back. Here we go. But anyway, thank y'all so much for subscribing, for joining me on this 3-year anniversary live stream. It truly means a lot. If it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be here doing this. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It's been a fun 3 years. I've done a lot of learning, a lot of growing in fishing and in content creation. My plan is to just keep rocking, keep going forward, positive mental attitude, keeping God first, family, keeping it family friendly too. So thank you all so much for joining me. We're already hitting that hour and 15-minute mark. So John asked, are you going to make some stickers too? Not as of yet. I have to figure out how much that is. A lot of time with stickers, you gotta buy a bunch and then sell them. So the reason why I don't have a ton of money to spend on shirts, so I kind of want to do this pre-order just to see the interest in it, and then if there is a bunch of interest, I'll get some stickers. But so far, I don't know. I don't really have anybody that does stickers, so I'll definitely be on the lookout depending on how these shirt orders go. So thank you for asking that question, though. Nope. Let's see, Nathan or Tennessee Yak Guy, good luck on future, brother. Thank you very much. We'll be fishing sometime very soon out where y'all live. I really want to go and catch some big ones out there. I'm not going to name the lake. I don't want to do that. Nathan says, happy 3 years, bro. Look forward to many more to come. Thank you, Nathan. You that video out on Percy Priest was one of my favorites. The just shenanigans that we did was awesome. Tennessee Yak Girl, you have been a favorite since I first started. Keep being you. Well, thank you very much. That means a whole lot. And then Mark Chase, great job, Ethan. Keep up the good work. Thank y'all. Tennessee Yak Girl, come on. I will. I definitely want to go out there with you and Ron and Joe and all of them. It'll be a fun time. We might even try to see who can beat each other, which we're not beating Ron anyway. So that's just we will put you on them. Yes, sir. Hopefully we can. But anyway, we're going on a minute and 14, or an hour and 15. Something I've had not seen a design on the lens of sunglasses. I don't know what you're talking about, but I might do something later on. Are you talking about these sunglasses or just probably old and wore out? You ready? Yes, sir. I am. I'm always ready if you ever need me. But thank y'all again for the huge support. We're going to end this stream right now. I got to go out and see how bad it is. Y'all be safe in this weather. If you live local and need anything, let me know. I'm always happy to help. If you live far away, I can't really help you, but I can at least text you and give you some words of encouragement. But y'all be safe. We will see y'all later. And let's go.